Hello everyone. So today we'll be learning more about the triggers and conditions which can be enabled in GitLab CI/CD pipeline. So there are various methods, and we also need to understand when we can use those things. So a more common and simpler method is like whenever you define the GitLab CI/CD pipeline, so you can have an only or accept method where you define like when this particular jobs or the pipeline will be executed. So you can see in this example here in the build job, so only when the main or feature with any other name like it starts with feature and you can give feature dash one or something, whatever can be extending like the feature flag over the branch. So whenever you name it with this, it will run the pipeline. So it will run for again for the build job, and similarly we have for the test job and deploy job. So this is a very simple way. I mean, it's not a cleaner way, I would say, because you are defining it again and again in the different jobs. But it's a very simple way. It's only limited to branch or tags part. That's it. So you can say this is like specifically for building the branches or whichever branches you want to have for CI/CD, you can enable this. So for getting started, this may be the very good example for implementation. So again, here if you see this particular build job and test job will be triggered on both main and feature branch here, and the deploy job will be triggered only when the main branch is executed or there is a commit in the main branch. So now coming to the next part, which is the rules. So rules is an you can say advanced control over the CI/CD job instead of the only. So you can specify a lot of rules, which includes like a lot of variables from lot of variables from your GitLab CI/CD. So like, you can commit. I mean, whenever there is a commit on the particular branch with main, or whenever there is some equivalent commit on the feature, this feature branch with wildcard, it will trigger the particular job. Again, we have mentioned all these things over the different jobs. So whenever these conditions are met, you can trigger the build. There may be a lot of other conditions, like you can have some specific commit feature or maybe some other things which you want on conditional basis. So it is very much advanced, and you can implement those with the help of these rules part. Now coming to the further advanced part, where again we saw like in these particular the last example and the first example, every time in every job we have to mention rules again and again. So what we can do is, instead of like if we have the common rules for all the stages and jobs, so we can have a common rule here. So in the workflow you can define like these are the rules, and it will follow for all of the deployment jobs. So in the next lecture we'll see how to implement these things one by one.